All right, I'm JC. We're back again with another video. Now let's talk about the PS Portal Midnight Edition. Now, I necessarily didn't want to get the PS Portable. It was just some things about it. There's just some things about it that I don't like, especially for somebody who had a PSP, PS Vita. I just like having the use of just first party games being made for the PS Vita, plus just some other things about that device. It was just great. It was ahead of its time, especially with the remote play feature. It was great. It was definitely great. Other than, the small form factor of it, kind of a hand cramper, but after using a PSP for a long time, years ago, making me seem old, you kind of get used to it. So one of the things about the PS Vita that I did like was, depending on the model that you have, you had the option to play international games. Not only that, like I said, with remote play. So what is the PS Portal use versus the PS Vita? The PS Portal pretty much does the same thing without the actual native games being made for this. So it only remotes play your PlayStation, and that's it. At least that was the case until the update. So now with the update that came out, now you don't necessarily need a PlayStation 5. You only need an account with the Premium Pass on it, which is the PS Plus Premium. And you can play the cloud gaming beta on here. And what I mean by that is there's a dedicated cloud service that you can have to play on this without the need of a PS5. Now, the only drawback is the price of it is $17.99 for a month, and I think $120 something a year. So if you're willing to make that price for the use of this just to play your cloud gaming on the PS Portal, then it is completely fine. Other than that, the only thing that just requires is just for you to have a fast internet speed connection. Now, I'm not a very technician guy when it comes to the internet speed. I have 1 gigabyte fiber internet speed. So, fiber connection internet speed. So that's just me. My internet works great when I'm on Wi-Fi 6. I don't have any distortion in my image. I don't have any dips and bops every time, no stutters, no nothing. It has been smooth gameplay every time I use it. Now, whenever I'm out and I'm using my mobile hotspot, I do notice those distortion when it comes to using the remote play feature. But other than that, if you at a space where you got a great internet connection, if your PlayStation is hooked up LAN and you're in a great Wi-Fi spot, it is actually pretty good. And I can give some demonstrations here. So let's turn it on. So when you turn it on, you get two options. You can either connect to your PS5 or you can start the Game Cloud streaming beta. And how you access the Game Cloud streaming beta, like I said, once you have your account and you already paid for the subscription for the premium, you'll go over here and you'll click that and you'll come to settings. And then that's when you'll see cloud streaming beta, and you'll come here and you'll just enable it on. Like I said, once it recognizes that you got the premium pass, you can go back and you can start it up. But I want to go ahead and start with the remote play. So right now my PS5 is in rest mode. It just turned it on, and it takes a few minutes just for it to connect to the PlayStation, depending on how far you are from it. I'm pretty much next to it, so it's just getting the boot up. It's just connecting to my account, and we should get ready to load in. All right, so once it's already connected, you see ready to play. It's indicating that it's time to play. You press X, and now we're in. So let's go to a game that I like to play when I'm on the PS Portal. All right, we on the Motorfest. No, we on the Crew Motorfest, which is one of the games that I like to play on the remote play. It is a very good game to test the latency and especially how good the connection is because this game requires almost, you know, precise movement and turning the car, especially drifting around corners. So I like to play this game just to test that. And yeah, it actually feels pretty good. I like it. Yeah, don't worry about my driving. I don't do that in real life. And one thing that you're gonna notice about this is if you know your connection is good, it feels great, it's gonna look great. So right now, I think the screen is at 720p. It's not necessarily 1080p. I could definitely see some distortion in the image just to keep the connection going. Like I said, depending on how strong your connection is, it will definitely show in the image. But for now, it looks good, even at 720p. You won't notice much detail unless you're actually looking for it. But when you're playing a game like this, everything's moving past the frame very fastly. So it's going to be a lot of blur in images. It doesn't matter. As long as the car and the road look good enough for you to see, to turn, you're good. All right, so we are now playing Marvel Rivals. Now, this is one of those competitive games that I believe don't require much precision about it. I pretty much play all characters. There's not really much aiming that you have to do, unless you're playing Hawkeye. You know, you want to try to get headshots, or you know, Black Widow. But other than that, I can pretty much play this game pretty well with no problem. Good. So once you're done with that, and you want to exit out playing the game on your remote play, you have two options that you can do. Let me back out of here. Now you can either disconnect from the PlayStation, and that will return you back to the portal, or you could just simply swipe over, and then it gives you the option to pair with your PlayStation or disconnect with your PlayStation. So let's just play one game from the stream, cloud gaming. You can see it loads up like that. So the game that I've been playing on here is Sonic Frontier.
The key. Be empowered with this technique.
All right, so that's it for that. Uh, Definitely playing on the cloud gaming. There was a little small latency, but I chose to stay quiet just to show you, how good the game look. If you hear any distortion with the sound of the game or the image, be the judge of that. Let me know in the comment. Is this something that you are willing to pick up for this small most case uses? I'll say this. I think this product is good for a few people. One being, dads, especially gaming dads who, they just have to maintain, trying to play the game as quick as they can and take care of their young ones, such as I. So I'm not always in my office playing on my PC or playing on the PlayStation itself. I may have to move around to a different area of the room. This is great for me because I can take care of the needs of my kids and also be able to play the game on the fly. And depending on what game I'm playing, most likely it'll probably be an RPG or some form of a game that I can pause real quick to continue on with my activities. This would be good for gaming days. Another thing is traveling gamers. So, like I said, if you have a very good connection with your PS5 and your mobile hotspot is okay, this is also good to use when you're at a different location or on the move where you need to, get your gaming itch on. This will also be good here. Unless you got any other handheld devices that you would rather use, I'll say go for those. Those will be better option. But this is right here is just for the use of, hey, if you want to play your PlayStation on a screen that's actually pretty damn good, that's a good size and a full size controller, feel in your hand just like the regular PS5 controller. They're pretty much identical. The only thing that's different is you're missing the touchpad, which is an on-screen touchpad, and the analogs are smaller. Other than that, it pretty much feels the same. So that'll be it for this video. Let me know if you already picked up one. If you already have picked up one and which color that you got. I definitely loving the midnight color of it. That was the selling point of me getting it versus everything else. Other than that, that is it. See you on the next one.